Man, it's been a long day. Oh, hey, internet music person uploaded. It's been a minute.
You guys remember that Undertale video I made? That's like my first viral video. Man, I'm so happy. Also, since it's Spooktober, why not I remix my
Okay,
theme?
sponsor
Let's see
intro.
what I can
I
come
don't
up
mind.
with.
Get your
But
money.
before
That's
this video
fine.
starts, I want to thank
You
today's
gotta be
sponsor,
kidding me.
Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is dominating the RPG genre.
PvP battles
and thousands of champions to collect and customize.
moments later.
Oh
Over
no.
10,000 players worldwide downloaded the game in less than 6 months.
Holy balls, 10 million people already downloaded the game. It's only been 6 months.
Almost 10 million players worldwide have already downloaded the game in just 6 months.
Almost 10 million players.
Almost 10 million players worldwide have already downloaded the game in just 3 months.
More than 10 million players worldwide have already downloaded the game in less than 6 months.
More moments later.
No.
Sounds good to be true, right? Wrong. Check out the ratings. Over 300,000 positive reviews. Raid has almost a perfect score on the Play Store.
An almost perfect score with over 200,000 reviews on the Play Store doesn't lie, baby.
And out of the over 300,000 reviews, that is almost a
Look how many positive reviews it has.
And the best part is, if you download the game using the link down below in the description, you'll get 50,000 silver and a free champion.
You can go to my special link in the description where you can get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion for free.
Go to the video description, click on that special links. And if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver, plus 2 clan boss keys, plus 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Executioner. All this good stuff will be waiting for you here.
Click on my link in the description and you'll get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion as part of the new player program to start.
Does this seem familiar? Do you or anyone you know ever suffer from mobile game? Symptoms include skipping multiple minutes ahead multiple times, only to never find what you're looking for. Do you too wish that Cockroach Poison, the game, and all its ilk would just disappear? Well, as it turns out, you're not alone. Seriously, I hate this stuff. It feels like creators are being exploited and the intelligence of the viewers being insulted. This is a really bad practice and has been a scourge on YouTube for a good minute now. And every single sponsor spot for a mobile game is the exact same garbage that makes people not want to play a game or watch a video. And it's so intrusive that you feel like the content creators are stuck at a sweatshop churning out transparent ads for the benefit of who? Literally nobody over the age of 11 is actually stupid enough, well, to check out a mobile game based on an ad, much less one that's taken over YouTube in such an obnoxious way. Sure, the content creators get paid, but they literally aren't doing anything but painting on a Stepford smile. And before we start the video, the worst part of these sponsorships is that the game companies responsible barely even exist. We'll use the guys behind Waterbug Wetaway, Plarium. They have a Light on Details website and Wikipedia page. Even if you drill down to the more professional side of their website, they don't really give any information in their job descriptions about what work will be like, except for, oh, you need to be able to do X, Y, and Z. Compensation, benefits, oh, don't worry about all that stuff. It's good, we promise. That sounds a bit predatory, which is fitting considering how aggressive and predatory their monetization schemes are. The only way you have a chance at winning anything is to grind a mobile game for an impractically high amount of time, or busting out the plastic strips with numbers on them to make it rain for your virtual army, and this happens indefinitely. Players don't get better, they just drop more and more money on whatever to keep up with the rest of the player base. This strategy can be observed in action with the NBA 2K series of games. More and more features are locked behind paywalls, and there's inevitably someone with money burning such a large hole in their pocket that they spend and suddenly have the undisputed best unit. That leads to a vicious cycle where and no longer are able to quit sensibly because of how much time and money they've invested in the game. Meanwhile, the companies responsible waltz to the bank and don't even have proper professional web pages. These apps are predatory in the worst possible ways. They get a few loyal followers on the game and decide to turn those stonks into mega stonks. This has 2 phases. First, you dump all your VC money into puppeteering YouTubers who need cash into stilted, terrible plugs. Then you manage to get an idiot to join and do your advertising work for you with referral links.
Hey man, how's it going?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, man, real quick, I got one of those referral link things. If you could help me out real quick.
Referral links?
Yeah, man, you get into this here quality game, and I got a couple extra thingies for my play session.
Nah, man, sounds a bit addictive. And besides, I really don't want cancerware on my phone.
Come on, man. Help your mans out. Look, between you and me, I'll even shout you out on my channel.
Alright, first of all, your channel has no uploads and no following. And second of all, fam, if a mobile game got you like this, you have issues.
Please just do this for me.
Please get something that isn't a phone to game on.
Please, I need it. These champions are expensive.
And that's the lesson, Sidious Arm. The YouTube commercials, because let's face it, that's what they are, that insult our intelligence and also interrupt our preferred content every single day, do help keep the lights on at several channels, which is, not bad, I guess. But think of the aftermath. It sets a bad precedent. Sure, it's obnoxious. Sure, it requires creators to lie and make irrelevant claims. 50k silver, anyone? What does that even mean? And this is also an example of bad advertising. But the real problem here is actually none of these. It's the removal of creative control. Sure, sponsors can have veto power over whether their spots will run, if at all, but generally with things like VPN companies or Skillshare, Squarespace, or even more semi-niche products, video flow is not ruined. Maybe a little blurb at the beginning about who's sponsored and then a spot at the end, but that's it. And the larger channels even reap the benefits of being able to freestyle a little. Some sponsors are cooler with this than others, but not Rip Roach's brand. ㄒ Buster is different. They demand that you replace and extend part of your intro with your plug, if you're lucky. Cosmodor slapped his in the middle, somewhere like a landmine, and, well, people raked him over the coals for it. I don't blame them, but, I also don't blame him, because, bread. But it's appalling that anyone would look at that ad and decide, oh, yeah, this is cool and a good idea. But again, the ads always being delightfully on script is an insult to the intelligence of the YouTube watching public. It's not TV. It has never been TV, although the trending tab in recent years might disagree slightly with me. And the corporatization of YouTube, but that's another story for another day. The online content creator has always had almost complete creative control, but this sets a precedent that changes it, especially since large channels, million subs plus, were forced to bend the knee for this money. I mean, Raid's ability to sponsor literally anything is a bit impressive though, I'm not gonna lie. I hope they pay whoever they have plugged extremely well. The online content creator has always had almost complete creative control, but this sets a precedent that changes it, especially since large channels, million subs plus, were forced to bend the knee for this money. I mean, Raid's ability to sponsor literally anything is a bit impressive though, I'm not gonna lie. I hope they pay whoever they have plugged extremely well. I mean, what does this say to other sponsors? You guys mind if I change this up a bit? I'm looking at what you have for me to touch on, and personally, I really don't think it feels genuine. It's not a good ad. People will see that it's fraud from miles away.
Now, you gotta do this if you want to get paid. Clearly, it works for us because we have sales and implausibly high review score. Don't forget to mention that in your plug, by the way.
Listen, man, I just don't think it'd be a good fit for either of us without changes. It wouldn't sell as well as it could if you actually let me do my own thing with an ad.
Yeah, well, other companies do the same thing with much larger YouTubers. If much larger YouTubers could do it, so can you. We expect your upload first thing Thursday morning. Good day.
Imagine every sponsorship on YouTube marched in this direction, slowly but surely. I'm not one to say, ooh, death of YouTube, scary noises, ah. But it'd definitely put a damper on creators, audiences, and revenues. Someone's got to stop this before it gets way too out of hand. As consumers, we can, boycott predatory games and companies like this. Well, more than we have been already. We can mass report the apps, review bomb, etc. As creators, I know you guys got to keep the lights on and all, but I'm sure you can hold out for a better sponsor who respects what you bring to the table. It shouldn't take too long, right? Especially since sponsors are everywhere right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. And also, I am sick and tired of these stilted sponsor spots. Please relax with them. Yo, thanks for watching more crazed ramblings of a madman, the Wordplay XD. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell or whatever else. And follow me on Twitter on JJNQ5. Drop a comment, etc. I'll see you guys next time.